This is that the biggest problem I have with the President Ruto is that he's a people pleaser. Yeah, he doesn't really look at what this country needs. Number one, the young people, that was very extremely disappointing. Youth is 18 to 35, nothing outside that bracket. I expected to see at least one or two young people named in that in that cabinet, because it would have inspired confidence in the young people of this country. Number two, the president is sort of like, he took the constitution like this, went to chapter 6 of the constitution and plucked off those papers, literally, because some of the people named there, and it is a decent human thing to do. If I was someone like Aisha Juma, if I was someone like Linturi, I'd actually excuse myself from that list until I have been cleared by the court. Because murder case is a serious issue. Rape is a serious issue. You cannot, as a president, name people who have such grave court matters that are ongoing, named in your cabinet.
But then there's that argument of innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, but it's
so
a decent,
right.
decent human.
So it's a morality issue.
Yes, it's a morality thing to do. Because what are you teaching the young people of this country? That it is okay, you can have a murder case, but you can still continue with your leadership role. Yeah, for me, it's quite a very scary thing to have in this country. The other thing is, too many politicians in that cabinet who lack the professionalism that is needed for the job that they will do. And I can't wait for the list of cabinets to come to National Assembly, because we will have a lot to say about that.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at some of these people, and if you do like a photo grid of, you're replacing someone like Professor Margaret Kobia with Aisha Juma, 2 worlds apart. Yeah. And then when it comes to the ethnic balance of this country, the president took the map of Kenya, did a very large cake to one section of the country, and then 20% is only shared to the rest of the country. What are you telling us? In essence, he's telling us that if you don't give me as many votes as these people give me, then you will only get a small cake to share among yourselves. I thought by now he's the president of the whole of this country. And finally, I still have an issue with the president not naming a minister for devolution, because devolved government in this country is a very integral part. It has become an integral part of our system. You cannot even, you cannot tell me that this will only be allocated just under the intergovernmental relations.
And that's actually under the deputy president's
not even
rules,
not even a state department. Yeah, and yet in that same cabinet, we are going to have a minister for health. Health is one of the key functions that, yes, it's shared. It's shared government between national and devolved government, but the largest component of health functions is a devolved function. Environment, water, agriculture, those are very key devolved government issues. For me, I feel like what he was doing, it was a grudge against the father of devolution, who is Raila Amolo Odinga. It's like you're saying, this thing that you came up with, this thing that was put in the constitution is rubbish. It doesn't matter in this country. You cannot tell me that 47 county governments are not going to have somebody at the cabinet level sitting to talk about the issues that concern devolved governments in this country.
But remember, there were concerns back then, and I think for quite a long period of time, as to why do we need a devolution ministry at the end of it all, and have the national government also sort of control the county governments through this devolution ministry.
It's not really control. It's not really control, because the devolution government, I mean the cabinet secretary, when these other cabinet secretaries have an opportunity to go out there, outside the country, and to be able to even attract investors, have negotiation ability with the rest of the world, who will be doing that on behalf of the governors? This is where you will find a situation where every other county governor will want to go out there and only negotiate on their own, rather than having a situation where we are having one singular arm that is able to negotiate on behalf of all the government. So for me, the cabinet nominees that were made, I give it 10%.
All right.